So we are live today at the CVMA 2026 convention in PEI in Charlottetown. Today, we are very excited to have Serge Chalhoub. He is an internal medicine specialist. He's also a professor at the UCVM. On top of that, he is co-founder of the Calgary Veterinary POCUS Academy. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm excited to finally,
No.
let me put it one more, finally be here.
But you are our first guest of season 2.
First guest, but I was supposed to be the first guest ever.
You are still our favorite.
Feel the same. All right, well, thank you. That
Yeah,
makes up for it.
see?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we didn't have our poop in a group on season 1, so we couldn't have the esteemed Serge without having the proper equipment.
We needed it to be perfect.
Yeah, we
Because the
needed it to-
sound was pretty bad.
I love the pronunciation of the R, by the way. That's
Yeah.
great. Serge.
Serge.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
love it.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it did deserve. Serge was on Switzerland or in Switzerland. And I texted him to be like, Sue.
Did he text you back?
Of course he did.
I did,
Like,
of
while you
course.
were on vacation?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
try to be efficient on everything. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're right. I should have had my phone.
Well, I was thankful because I'm like, we need to have Serge. And Serge gets first pick of times because we really messed up
Totally
last
messed
year.
up.
Well, thank you. Thank you. All
Yeah.
right, all is forgiven.
Yeah. All right. So you're an internal medicine specialist. I want to know what got you into internal medicine to begin with, and did you know in vet school you were going to go into it?
Oh no, not at all.
Okay.
So when I finished vet school or close to finishing vet school, I actually didn't know what I wanted to do. Someone talked to me about an internship, and I was like, okay. And I thought that sounded good. I stayed on at the University of Montreal, did an extra year of my internship,
Like a rotating?
and rotating internship at the vet school in Montreal. And I was pretty burnt out after. My goal was actually to become a general practice owner,
Okay.
and become a shareholder. Which I joined a team near my parents' house and thought I'd be a shareholder. They had promised that. Within a few months, first of all, I did my first big dog spay and almost fainted. I'm not even kidding. Quickly realized, that surgery was not meant for me at all. I'd have panic attacks, wouldn't sleep, the whole shebang. And then I started doing emergency shifts on the weekends and really liked that. So within 6 months, I made the switch to emergency. During my time on emergency for 2 years, I'd call my clients a week later and see how they were doing, their pets. And my coworkers like, why are you doing that? We don't do that in emergency. That's called internal medicine. And the idea was born. And sure enough, I applied to residency and got in New York.
Wow. Okay, so you're kind of similar to our friend Lisa Shear, where she didn't go
That's right.
directly out of
Yeah.
school. Like she
Yeah.
did GP for a little bit,
Yep.
and then
Exactly.
went into it. Interesting.
I actually know a few doctors that was their route.
Yeah.
Like they've done GP and then they're like, I need something more or something just isn't right.
Yeah.
100%.
And then they go back.
And honestly, I felt dumb in GP. I felt I couldn't keep up with the work. I couldn't keep up with the demands, the surgery. I definitely wasn't a good dentist, So at the end of the day, I had to end up being good at just one thing, which was internal medicine, instead of being, the omni practitioner.
Jack of all
Yeah,
trades,
exactly.
master of none.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, I mean, and we met in an emergency setting. Like,
That's right.
I think,
Yeah.
I can't remember, because you used to do some ER shifts.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't-
right, on the weekends.
I can't
Yeah.
remember if it was that or when you brought some students through,
Yeah.
but I don't know if you remember this. But
Uh-oh.
it's a funny story. So when I first met you, I was so intimidated by you because you're just so smart, but you're also like really charming and charismatic, and you like you can get someone to understand a point so well. And I was like whatever you're teaching, and I'm like, oh my God, this guy is like, I'm so intimidated by him. And I forget what procedure I was doing with you, but I did something, and then you asked me, you're like, oh no, I asked you a question, like something to do with one of your internal medicine patients. And then I think you just didn't hear me or were, paying attention to something else. And you're like, what is your background? And I assumed you meant,
I remember that.
I assumed you meant like my educational background.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I just asked a stupid question. And so I was like, oh, I'm registered. I went to school. Sorry. And you were like, no, I mean your ethnic background. I was like, oh, okay.
I actually do remember that. I actually very much. And the funny thing is, well, I'm glad the facade was working. The facade. I'm like,
Yeah.
But no, if anything, I was intimidated by you. I mean,
By me?
no joke. It's still to this day. I mean, look at this right here. I mean, both of you. I mean,
Don't worry, I have
awesome.
a first meeting story about Leilani too.
Oh, I'd like to hear that
And
one.
you too,
Yeah, I'd like to
actually.
hear that. But I do remember that because I was thinking your last name was Lebanese, Egyptian, exactly.
Yeah, 'cause
Middle
you
Eastern.
were like, oh, you
Yeah,
have an
it was more-
Egyptian last name. And I was
Yeah.
like, no, yes. But, well, it's funny because I'm like, my first name is Hawaiian, but I'm not Hawaiian. And my
Right.
last name is Arabic, but I'm not Arabic.
Yes.
My middle name is French, and I'm not French.
I do
so-
remember all. Yeah. I
Although you
remember all
speak
this.
fluent French.
well,
So-
not like you do, but
Which of the R? That's
yeah,
perfect.
yeah. I can say the R's,
Totally.
but
Yeah.
I actually didn't know you were French, Serge.
what?
I didn't know.
Oh, he's from Montreal.
I didn't know that. I did not know.
Oh,
Did you
really?
think my first name was Russian, Spanish?
Eastern European, for sure.
There you go. All right,
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, I love it. I
It's
love
not
it.
like I sit here and go like, so.
Well, he does. Yeah.
Clearly I did. Clearly I did. Yeah.
Okay, so that's how you got into internal medicine.
Yeah.
And then what about the teaching? What made you want to teach?
Yeah, great question. So when I went to New York at the Animal Medical Center, it's a nonprofit specialty hospital.
Yeah.
Teaching is actually one of the big mission statements. So as a resident, and then a fellow, and then a staff doctor, one of my big jobs is teaching, and I loved it. After AMC, I went to Charleston, South Carolina for a year and a half, where I was very lucky to meet my future partner. And
Because she was a vet tech there, right?
that's right. She was a vet tech, and and within a year and a half, it was clear that that job wasn't going to work out. And Stern Boysen actually told me that there was jobs opening up at the new vet school in Calgary, and the rest is history. I mean, I fell in love with teaching. It was clear that that was my passion in life, and here I am today.
Well, and your students love you. I mean, you've won awards, and you're such a great teacher.
Well, I actually did like mini interviews at the UCVM
You
Trade
did?
Fair Day,
Oh yeah.
and I asked who was their favorite teacher, and
Yeah.
you got like accolades
oh,
all the time,
that's
all the time.
and honestly, they're the ones that make my job the best. It's the students.
Well,
Yeah.
and I say all that because I taught for a while. I taught for 9 years actually
That's right.
as well. And I always like when people ask me why I like teaching. I'm like, I came to this realization. Same thing when I was working in clinic that like I really loved the mentoring and the teaching. But the part that I loved the most was like seeing these people that I taught then caring for animals, and I was like. It like clicked in my brain that like every vet professional that I teach how to care for an animal,
Yeah.
I help exponentially more animals than I could on my own.
Yes.
So that was like the
switch.
for me
Yeah.
that I'm like I want to go teach.
Yeah.
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 And I remember you very much so teaching when we were in
Oh
clinic.
yeah, like when you would bring your students out and yeah.
Yeah.
Well, back in the day when we were a little bit more cowboys and I would do like standing sistos on cats and
The pulling of the alcohol
what
in the
now?
belly. And,
So what now
Like-
for
like-
us non-DVM RVT people?
taking urine
Urine.
out of a bladder with a needle while the cat's
Blind.
standing.
yeah.
Blind.
Yeah.
But I mean,
That's
it's
gross.
By feeling.
Yeah,
But
you
I
can
mean, our
feel-
dexterity was so much better back then, right?
I was gonna say, like, honestly, like sometimes it's easier for me to feel than it is to
Yes.
see it on an ultrasound,
Yep.
and I don't know.
100%.
I'm probably gonna get in trouble
Yeah.
for saying.
Yeah. No.
We should have a disclaimer, actually.
Yeah, do I say?
I have to have a disclaimer on everything I do. Oh, man.
Oh, jeez.
All
Oh,
right,
gosh.
So you, I'm curious because you've been in. How long have you been in? Like, when did you graduate?
Graduated in 2004.
In 2004. Okay,
Yep.
so you are 22 years in.
That's right.
Yeah, you're pretty. Like, we're pretty close. I'm 19 years in this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're pretty close there. But what, like, we hear so much about burnout, etc. What has kept you passionate about vet med? Why are you still in it?
That's a great question. I mean, working in university has been great. It's been a great balance between clinics, time teaching, also time off, boundaries, sabbatical as well. So it's been great, honestly. And I do love my job. It's been, I think, for everyone, you know, you learn what your boundaries are, you learn how to respect them. And it's been a journey, really, to get to where I am now, where I can feel mostly balanced.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great.
I don't even know what that would feel like.
Well, we're in the thick of it right now.
Are we?
Yeah, you totally are.
I don't
Yeah,
even know if
exactly.
we're like in the
Yeah.
thick. We're
Well,
like
and we just
starting.
keep on adding stuff.
Yeah.
Julia and I just joined the Tales of Health board as well.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They see us and they're like, oh, yeah, we need that hot
Yeah.
mess. We're like, are you sure?
Are you sure?
Like, there was one part, Leilani sent me on the minutes.
Yeah,
They were talking about marketing.
I highlighted the meeting minutes that we got sent, and I was like,
Yeah.
I am howling at these meeting minutes.
Because it says, like on the Steady Gauge shirts, there's dog balls and cat balls. And
Yeah.
It says vet med takes
it
balls.
says vet med takes balls.
Oh, that's amazing.
The whole conversation, like the whole scripting was like, everybody wants to buy things with balls on them.
It was like minutes, and then it's like Jillian, and then it's like everybody will buy something with balls on it.
Oh, that is brilliant.
And what are we
Brilliant.
selling here today?
We are
Socks
selling
with balls on them.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
socks
that
with
is
cat balls.
Perfect.
Okay, so you talk about boundaries. I have
Yeah.
none. Leilani has none. For sure. He'll give some.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably a bit more than you do.
More than I do. Yeah. So, I mean, you love your students. We know your students love you. What would the students be shocked to know about you?
Shocked.
Or
Probably
surprised?
that I was a bar manager before vet school and almost considered staying on as bar manager instead of going to vet school.
That's for cash tips.
Yeah. So,
Imagine if clients would give you guys cash tips
Yeah, right.
as a financial advisor.
Totally.
I cannot endorse that, but
Yeah.
that'd be amazing.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Thanks
Yeah.
for doing such a good job
I mean,
keeping my animal
Yeah, there you
alive.
go. Here's a 20.
Yeah.
Where'd you want me to put it? No, too much.
I would
Too far, Serge.
Too far.
Too far.
Although I have done that. I remember reaching for this little dog with this lady with the low cut tank, fully put my hand in her bra. And I was like, oh my
You
God.
would.
I just didn't know what to say. I got all
Just
red.
talking about boundaries just now. Like,
Do you know how many times she's hit my
Oh yeah.
like all the
To
time?
be fair, it's a pretty easy target.
oh my.
Oh my God, poor Serge. Okay, back to teaching. Back to teaching. Pivot.
Well, I want to talk about POCUS Academy.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
okay, but I have to ask the question first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does POCUS actually stand for?
Yeah, Jillian.
It stands for point of care ultrasound.
Oh, that makes
Yeah.
so much sense. I literally was like,
Hocus
hocus pocus?
Well,
Is he like
and a
doing
lot of people
magic?
ask us, we do hocus pocus? No.
Okay, I have a
got
bone
that.
to pick with you guys.
Okay.
Oh.
Like, why? It's more of a marketing thing.
Yeah.
Because like every time I watch, I'm like waiting for you to hold the ultrasound like a magic wand and do something with hocus pocus in it.
Totally.
Yeah. Maybe we can figure. We'll talk.
Okay,
I've
we'll
got
talk.
some ideas
we-
for how we're gonna fit that in.
It is pretty much just Cern and I, so any ideas would be fantastic.
Remember,
Okay.
Cern has a
Thank
say in
you.
this too, Leilani.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
somehow
sure
I'm
you
going to
do.
get roped into this too. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So I mean, maybe this is a good time since I just gave the example of how I used to do blind cystos all
Yeah.
the time.
Yep.
Like, why has POCUS become such an important tool in veterinary medicine now?
Well, it goes back years, to probably when you and I graduated.
Yeah.
There, back in the day, ultrasound was not a very common modality for general practitioners or technicians to use at all. Like often we weren't allowed to use the machines. And rightfully so, these machines were hundreds of thousands of dollars. The radiologists were really the only ones trained to use it. During my residency, we had ultrasound machines that we could use, but they were the old ancient collecting dust that didn't work very well, and no one taught us very much how to use them. So honestly, when I started private practice, I wanted to learn ultrasound, and I did. So I started doing my own ultrasounds for my clients, moved to the University of Calgary. Stern and I started teaching together. He's essentially the founder of Point of Care Ultrasound. He published the very first paper on FAST, which is Focused Assessment for Sonography of Trauma, which is kind of the precursor to POCUS. And it kind of took off. He was already teaching and developing. I became his Robin to his Batman. And we just wanted to spread the word of what this is. It's essentially a tool that anyone can use, general practitioners, technicians. I mean, we teach technicians the same thing that we teach veterinarians when it comes to point of care ultrasound, because we strongly believe it's an extra tool in the toolbox that anyone can use, and it's very beneficial to your patients.
So do you go, because I know you do lots of work with the schools and the students, but you also do work with, at conferences, like with practicing
Yeah.
DVMs. But I have a friend whose dog needed an ultrasound. It was like a 3-week wait to get the ultrasound done.
Yes.
So are you finding that what you do is helping those wait lists because more DVMs are becoming confident in that?
Maybe. That's the hope. It is a different modality. They're waiting for full general abdominal ultrasound by a specialist. And what we teach is really to give more tools to the general practitioner or the technologist, technician to find out what's going on. Hey, this animal that's not breathing quite right. Oh, wow. There's pleural effusion. well, that changes the whole ball game, and they can do some more diagnostics or at least inform their clients to make the best decision for them. Same thing with the abdomen, same thing with the heart. A lot of things that people can do that they honestly don't know they can actually do, and it doesn't take that much training, is really what it comes down to.
Well, and on that point, so how quickly can a tech or a DVM become comfortable with POCUS? Like, how long is the training?
That's a great question. I mean, the training is variable depending on the course you take. What we offer is 8 hours of online continuing education now through our website, which, by the way, is 100% free for any student around the world,
What?
including technician students. Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, 100% free.
Okay.
And that was our original goal, is to develop a platform so that we can have our videos on there and our training for students, our own students first and foremost, and also for students around the world. That was our original goal. And but honestly, within an hour and a half to 2 hours of just some online training, we have a kind of a core basic training, which is about an hour and a half, 2 hours. And then some practice. Honestly, with the first couple scans, people can start becoming comfortable answering some very basic questions. Is there free fluid in the abdomen? Yes or no? Is there a pleural effusion? Yes or no? Some of the big conditions.
Okay.
Are you a part? I would assume you're a part of like a lot of aha moments for students, like when they're learning something.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, like what's the biggest breakthrough experience you see during the training?
Honestly, probably the biggest thing is the heart. For some reason, everyone's like, we can't do the heart. That's reserved for cardiologists. Well, sure, there's no doubt if you want to do, fractional shortening, all the things that a cardiologist does, yeah, that's called cardiology for a reason. But if you want to look at the left atrium and determine is that patient is congestive heart failure, that's always been the biggest aha moment for our students and practitioners when they take our course, because they're like, I never in a million years thought I can do this. And within 5 minutes of a lab, they can do it.
What? So for the RVTs who are taking the course, like how do they use this in clinic? Like where do you see this fitting into their day-to-day?
In the same aspects as a veterinarian.
Okay.
I think the quickest, easiest one to see is in triage. Leilani,
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, better than I do. Sometimes there's 6-8 hours wait, and you're triaging these patients. They're coming in, you're listening to the hearts, getting a blood pressure, doing a quick exam. Well, think about, can you put that probe on that animal that collapsed at the dog park? You're like, okay, hey, Serge, this is a hemoabdomen, or Serge, this is a pericardial effusion, pleural effusion. You can track the patients too. Hey, Serge, this patient that's getting a lot of fluids has B lines now, which means there's, fluid into the lungs. Again, there are so many indications for it. And of course, the easiest one to think about is on emergency on triage, but honestly, cystocentesis and, tracking your fluid therapy, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. I love that because I love finding ways to work as a team. And like when your DVM is just like has their plate full, like especially on a really busy emergency day, to be able to be like, hey, I triage this patient. This is their primary survey. This is their TPR. And so this is why I put an ultrasound probe on. This is what I found. I'm actually bumping them up on the triage acuity.
Exactly.
And so I love that.
Yeah,
That's great.
We potentially will lose less patients, or they'll be less critical by the time they come to us. We'll be able to triage them faster.
Yeah.
We always hear these stories in human medicine, right, where people wait in the waiting room, they're not doing well, 8, 10, 12, 14 hours, 2 days later, they unfortunately pass away. And, I always wonder if those teams had ultrasound, point-of-care ultrasound, could that make a difference?
Well, I think it would. Like, well, you know what a triage nerd I am.
What?
So you've got
What?
like you've got your primary survey that'll go through just like quick assessment of those major body systems, but then you've got your modifiers that'll bump up acuity if the primary survey and secondary survey is all normal. So those are normally things like blood pressure, pain, a toxin.
Yes.
But it'd be great. Now we're gonna have to talk after this. It'd be great to add POCUS on there
100%.
to be like, so if I get, if it's positive for free fluid in the abdomen, that's going to bump them up one acuity point.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
100% agree with you.
I'm going to check and see. Do you know if they have that on the human side?
I don't
in
think
their
so.
triage?
Yeah, I've been to the ER. I'm sure we've all been to the ER. I've sat in the waiting room. I've never been triaged with ultrasound.
Yeah, I know for sure it's not in the Canadian triage acuity scale as a modifier, but okay, we should talk after this.
You should test this theory on humans.
There you go.
Do you know how many? I have clients that were declined because they test their own stuff, like they use their own tools on themselves, and then they find abnormalities, and then they have to go for testing. So the insurance companies decline them, and they're all normal. It's just they don't know what they're doing.
Oh.
So they done they'll put like a heart rate monitor.
Yeah.
They'll like test on themselves, and then it shows like a abnormality.
Oh, okay.
And now they have to go to a cardiologist, and the insurance company's like, "What do you mean? There's something wrong with you?" Until you get a cardiologist to review it,
Right.
they decline.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
everyone's
Gotcha.
playing with the
Yeah.
equipment.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. We all do
Yeah.
that.
I know.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
But my world, you guys mess my world up doing that.
Yeah, totally.
But you should try this with human doctors.
Yeah, 100%.
I think so.
Yeah.
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 I think we should just walk into the ER ourselves with ultrasounds and be
Can
hey,
you?
how you feeling?
Can you do that?
Try this.
We'll record this. We'll
Yeah, we'll
podcast it.
I feel like it's hit or miss with human practitioners. Like some of them really respect us and are like, will like listen to you.
Yeah.
And then others are like,
Totally.
what are you talking about? Like
Yeah.
my daughter, we were just playing a game listening to each other's hearts when she was really young. And I was like, oh shit, you have a murmur. Like we were just like, I just had my head on her chest.
Yeah.
And so I take her to the GP and she's like, well, there's no way you would have heard a murmur without a stethoscope. I'm like, if it's loud enough, I would.
Yeah.
Like, I have ears.
Well, you also know what you're listening for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Totally.
but she didn't believe me because she's like, well, it's not like a dog heart. I'm like, it's a heartbeat.
The heart's
exactly
the heart.
Anyway,
Exactly.
she has like this super rare condition. She has a quadricuspid valve.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Oh my
Which is,
gosh.
like,
Can you discover
only a
it?
few hundred people in the
Oh
world.
my
have.
God.
Yeah. Anyways,
Wow.
sidebar.
Do you know how many times we sidebar this
I see
conversation?
that. I love it. Yeah.
Okay, so we can't have you on the podcast without talking about your passion for kidneys.
Mm.
You love kidneys. Why? Where did this come from?
Well, so during my residency at the Animal Medical Center, I finished in 2009.
Yep.
And it was the economic downturn back in the day, if you
Yep.
remember.
I remember.
There
yeah.
I can't forget that.
Right?
I work in finance.
There was no joke, 9 internal medicine jobs in all of North America. That's
Holy.
it. So I honestly couldn't get a job. I mean, I traveled, I interviewed, and, there was no jobs. One of my mentors at the Animal Medical Center, her name was Kathy Langston, and she's known as the queen of the nephron. And
Ooh.
she's just world famous for kidney stuff. And she turns around to me one day and she's like, you know what, Serge, I like you. You're funny. And I think I want to keep you around for another year. Do you want to be my first ever nephrology urology fellow? I'm like,
Ooh.
okay.
Wow, I did
And-
not know this.
Yeah. So I
did
literally,
not know that was even a fellowship.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Back then there was only 2 fellowships, UC Davis and AMC.
Yeah.
But AMC, I was the first one. And now there's fellowships, multiple institutions. But yeah, so it was their first nephrology urology fellow. So of course I fell in love with the kidneys, the urinary
Okay.
You
system.
forged the way.
Yeah, I mean they named me the prince of the nephron. So not
Well,
quite
who's the king?
There was no king. Yeah.
How about now? We have crowns
Yeah.
here. We can crown you. We have crowned you.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love it. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
we will
awesome.
crown you the king of the
Yeah.
nephrons.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us your best kidney joke or pun.
Well, there's a kidney itself. It's up on stage and giving a speech and tells to the audience, "Thank you all for coming. You're in the right place."
Oh.
That's like a
Love
dad
it.
joke
That
for
wasn't very good.
kidneys.
Oh yeah, and I'm good at the dad jokes.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
tell us your best dad
Yeah.
joke.
No, I can't even think about it right now.
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
only my daughter laughs at them. So
How old is your daughter now? She's like 5?
4.5.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I know.
She's
I
so
know.
cute.
She's great. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Every time you
Thank
post her, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
So Prince of the Nephron.
Yeah.
Tell us what advances in nephrology are you most excited about right now?
That's a great question. I mean, it's been a slow grind. I think we've done a great job now of standardizing care for the chronic kidney disease patient, starting to get better about diagnosing early acute kidney injury, which, as you know, again, on triage has always been a difficult thing.
Yeah.
It's all very slow. There hasn't been a massive breakthrough. Renal anemia, there's some new treatments, but still questionable. We've done pretty good with diets, blood pressure, proteinuria, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, the list is long and, probably boring to some degree, but I think we're doing really good at standardizing our therapy. Whereas before it was kind of like, well, maybe we could do this, do that, this and that. And yeah. Yeah.
Can we do kidney transplants?
We sure can. There is a ethical dilemma.
I was going to say,
because very few places do it now.
Okay.
So the way it works is that there's a donor cat, and they're often the source is always different, but the two main places that do it often they're cats that they've adopted, like Humane Society cats that they've adopted, and so that cat has to donate a kidney, obviously. And there's the
living
biggest
donor.
question: living donor.
We can only do living donors.
Exactly.
Okay.
The problem with kidney transplants is most cats will tolerate the kidney for about 2 to 3 years. That's about it. So you're essentially extending life for 2 to 3 years until there's rejection. They do mostly okay. The problem is the donor cats now have one kidney, and we know that cats, 30% of them will develop chronic kidney disease after the age of 9, and now we've only given one kidney to deal with that. So there's a lot of ethical issues. They also have to adopt the donor cat, by the way, those who have the...
Oh, okay.
Yes,
That's a good rule.
It is a good rule.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's not done in Canada. In the US, there's maybe just a couple places now that do it.
And exclusively cats?
So yeah, it does not work in dogs. They reject it pretty much.
Really?
Yeah, we can't find the right balance of rejection medications and then tolerating humans.
Yeah, okay. And I guess any other species would be, again, same ethics that you'd be
Correct.
worrying about,
Yeah.
but it'd be a lot harder than a cat or a dog to
Right.
adopt that.
Yeah, totally.
Like
Yeah.
a primate.
Imagine a pig.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
like, what,
Here's
in
your
what
pig.
world?
Enjoy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Could you clone?
I mean,
Can
someday, who knows, right?
I think
mean,
there are clones. Like I don't know, if I was richer and more eccentric, maybe I would clone my
I don't think you need to be more eccentric. I think we're there. We have leopards on us.
That's awesome.
But I who was I talking? Oh, Dave Eisenbart. I was
Yeah.
talking about. I was joking because my cat was in. My dog, my Chihuahua, close enough.
Yeah.
was
Close
in,
enough.
Was in
Nolan.
the hospital, and I was like, "Oh, he's so perfect." And I said that I was like, "If I was richer and more eccentric, I would clone him." And he's like, "The clones only last 2 or 3 years." I'm like, "We have clones? Apparently, we do."
Okay, we were talking about
Yeah.
cloning the other day.
Yeah.
What's the goat's name or the sheep's name? Dora?
Dolly.
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 Did Dolly die after 2 years?
I don't remember.
I'm not quite sure. I think she had an accelerated. She didn't live as long as expected, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would clone
Yeah.
the Labradors.
Oh, that's what I mean. Like my
Yeah,
Chihuahua.
totally.
I don't think you've
Yeah.
met my Chihuahua.
How have you not asked about Ranger? Like you're like, you wouldn't ask, I wouldn't clone Ranger?
Ranger is wild. I don't think the world can have two Ranger.
No.
This is the one that Jillian adopted when we were
Yeah.
on our road trip to San Francisco last year.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And I found him in a parking lot where he was about to be sold to like a fighting ring.
Yeah.
And what I love about Jillian is she's like has the same mindset of me. Like she's down. Like I broke up the fight because they were fighting. He was
The
fighting in the
actual
parking.
fight?
Like,
Well, it was like the dog he lived with. It was weird.
It was.
Yeah.
It was 2 dogs fighting there, but then I found out he was selling this dog to a fighting ring. So I was like, no, we're not doing that. And I turned to Jillian and I was like, Jillian, you know we can't leave this parking lot without this dog. She's like, yeah, I know.
And I just took the dog and walked away.
Oh.
After 2 hours of listening to this guy tell us about his sad story.
And then so we put the dog in the Audi.
Yeah.
And now he lives on Jillian's ranch.
Oh, yeah.
He went from living
Yeah.
in a car
That's
in a parking lot.
This dog has no manners.
Yeah.
He's 135 pounds. My
He's got
husband's
a
like
great quality of life.
he is the best. Like no one could ever judge me for mistreating animals.
Right,
I just have
exactly.
probably too many of them.
Yeah.
Anyway. What would be a kidney's best friend?
Oh, the bladder for sure.
Oh.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, I guess.
Besties.
Besties.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can't live without each other. Yeah.
And what's the best thing for kidneys?
The best thing?
Yeah.
TLC.
Water.
Water.
Yeah, water.
Water.
Exactly. Yeah, totally.
But how do you okay,
Water
so
and diet. I think a lot of people don't realize how much diet actually
Yeah.
affects the kidneys.
I was gonna be a little bit controversial here.
Go for it.
So raw food diet?
Yeah.
Actually?
Oh, like
Does it
good for the
affect the
kidneys?
Yeah.
Are you asking if it affects the kidney?
Yeah, I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah.
But a lot of okay, so for Canadians who like feed their dogs
Uh-huh.
raw food diets,
It's a trend.
does that have an impact to their kidneys?
Well, of course, as a veterinarian and certainly internal medicine, I just can't recommend raw.
Yeah.
I know it does seem to work for some dogs, and and cats, it's probably more the novel protein in it that really helps them. Often they talk about allergies or GI issues. It's often the protein source. I mean, for kidneys specifically, those diets being so high in protein and phosphorus, which actually is the biggest problem for those kidneys, especially when you have kidney disease. I mean, no, if anything, it's not good at all for those kidneys. Yeah.
So then when dogs are I should probably know this, but can we give dogs electrolytes? Like I can give my horses electrolytes if they're dehydrated or it's going
Yeah.
to get extra hot.
Sure.
Can you do the same thing for dogs?
Yeah, I mean, we can, depending on the dog with advanced kidney disease, often we'll give them subcutaneous fluids, which will contain their electrolytes. There's some oral solutions too, but yeah.
But if I can't put an IV to my own dog,
Yeah.
because I'm not you
Oh,
two.
you mean like oral?
Oral, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like I can't put a bag on them.
I think there's really, I mean, we can sometimes use the human products, but
Yeah.
Often nothing more specific than
No.
Yeah.
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 That's just my random.
Yeah. That's a good random
I know.
question.
I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, can I do this?
Yeah.
So before we close out here, I want to ask you a few questions about vet med today, because
Sure.
I also forgot to say in your introduction, you're past president of the Alberta Veterinary Medical Association. And so I feel like you've got a pretty good handle on what's going on in the industry. You're from Quebec and you came to Alberta. You've also practiced in the States. So you've got a good handle on what's going on right now. So I've got two questions. So what excites you the most about the future of vet med, and what concerns you the most?
What excites me, I mean, honestly, the first thing that comes to mind is organizations or companies like Animal Health Home. And I'm being honest.
Innovation.
I mean, innovation, helping veterinarians and technologists remove that burden of feeling like we have to do it all. And I think that's, 5-10 years ago, it was a big problem, right? I think that led to a lot of burnouts, feeling that responsibility of having to keep the phone lines on, having to come in, having to take care of things. 30-50% of those calls weren't really needed to come in. So innovation is a big thing. I think with artificial intelligence, we always, have to be careful with the usage of that. But I've seen, AI programs truly save people 30-50% time in clinics when it comes to writing down medical records, but also reviewing medical records that are coming in. As an internal medicine specialist, sometimes I have 100 to 200 pages of records to review. And now with some of these AI programs, I could truly feed those records as long as I am comfortable going through and making sure it passes, muster. But it's incredible the time that I can save, which then gives me back time, to go for a run in the morning. I don't have to go to work so early in the morning, come back home earlier to, my family, my awesome daughter and wife. And so innovation is exciting. I think the fact that we're talking about mental health so much more is so important. I walk into our vet school now. You two have been to our
the new
The new one.
on the second floor, there's a center for the students, period, where they can come and, meet with professionals, social workers, psychologists, talk to anyone, just have a quiet space, places for, just personal spaces. It's incredible. I mean, on the first floor, we also have some quiet studies, but things that we've never, ever had before. So I'm excited about what's coming, I guess, also for the conversation around mental health and, healthy boundaries, et cetera, et cetera.
And what concerns you the most?
The same thing.
Same
Yeah.
thing.
I mean,
Okay.
the demands are there. I mean, I find that in general, the work has become quite more demanding. Our pets are living much longer. There's so much more we could do. But with that comes, much more responsibility, or also much more demand on our services. So it's certainly a big thing. I think also with more healthy boundaries, it also means we need a bigger, more active workforce, because back in the day, you can have 2 veterinarians, 2 technologists doing all the work. Well, now we recognize that's bad, because that's a 14, 16-hour day. But then at the same time, we have to staff the hospital more. They make different, financial situation also for practices. And so I think it's, it's a matter of figuring out what the right balance is going to be.
Do you think?
Go ahead.
Do you think that with the larger class sizes now, that's going to improve?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no doubt there has been a shortage. I mean, the pandemic really highlighted it, and a lot of people left during the pandemic. So I think that would help. For us on the school side, one of our biggest missing pieces has always been the rural piece. With our expanded class size and also expanded pool of applicants, very hopeful that that's going to, replenish the huge lack of veterinarians in rural practice, which overall is going to improve the health of the profession.
Yeah, and I remember, I think some of it too is like the pet culture, like in a very short period of time, because when my mom was a kid, pets had a purpose. Like I wouldn't even call them pets, right? Like
Agreed.
the cat was the mouser.
Yes.
The dog was, guarding or hurting or whatever.
Yeah.
And then just like one generation, now they're babies.
They're babies.
And it's like, and I think we haven't caught up to that yet.
Right.
Like I did a friggin' peritoneal dialysis when I was like in ER, and it was 16-hour shifts because it was just so intensive.
So intense.
But I don't know. I have a little bit of a different perspective, I think, is what's kept me going in vet med, is that I see the pressure as a privilege.
Right.
Because it means that I get to practice in this amazing field and I get to do really cool things because pets are seen how they are seen now.
Yes, totally.
So,
100% agree.
So but it's a balance, right? Like if you don't have the staff to be able to provide that, then it can be really tough.
Yeah.
Like I felt like I was working in a sweatshop.
Oh, totally.
You do. There are days that I'm pretty sure that's what happens. Like you have to think there's still situations where one person calls in sick in a practice and it throws the whole,
100%.
throws everybody off.
But that's a problem, right? Because like I remember times when I was sick, I probably really shouldn't have gone in, but I just thought about the team and I was like, I can't not go when I know that ICU is full.
But that's also where the burnout starts.
Yeah.
And it's emotional burnout.
Yep.
Because you feel guilt, you know?
Yeah, very much.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So we've got some closing questions for you here.
Yeah, there's one missing. We're missing our most important one, but okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. What do you hope that your students remember about you years after they graduate?
Me?
Yes,
Oh,
you.
gosh.
The king of the Nephrons.
Oh my God.
King of the Nephrons.
Prince.
We need our pirate sword into like.
I know. We have a crown.
Oh
Hold
my
on.
gosh, there we go. I'll do the crown. Actually, there it is.
Yeah. Well, there. Oh yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
See?
better.
Oh well, I like this
Well,
one.
that's okay. That's more sparkly here. I'll put that
Yeah.
on.
See, it's way more sparkly.
King
King of the
It
Nephrons.
fits
Wait,
there.
hold on.
It is adjustable.
Is it?
Yeah. Just.
I now knight you.
There you go.
King of the Nephrons.
How's that? Is that holding on?
Oh, look at it. Look at it. It's perfect.
It is. Okay.
There we go.
Got to keep
There
my
we
head
go.
up a bit. There you
I
go.
love it.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's gonna. Yeah. That's gonna. Yeah. Okay. That's gonna work temporarily.
You're gonna be like Geordi from Star Trek.
Yeah. Right, Jordy. Totally. That's good. Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe a better way of me asking this question is like, what impact do you hope that your teaching has made on students?
I mean, all joking aside about the kidneys, clinical reason, just to stop and think about their case. Mm-hmm. You know, sometimes we put on blinders, and it's very easy to assume something or hear an owner or someone else say that and then just go on it.
Like
or
they get tunnel vision?
Tunnel vision,
Okay.
and using recipes, or, you know, I just would like them to think for a sec critically and just be like, okay, here's my case in front of me. What's my problem list? What are my possibilities here? Let me try to work towards finding the answer, and also that it's okay to fail. You know, I think that's the hardest thing I see, you know, when I see students in clinics, very afraid to fail, afraid to make a mistake, and, you know, knowing that making a mistake is okay, right?
Well, I was teaching the like finance stuff last semester, and they were all like super stressed. Like they weren't asking any questions. I'm like, what is happening? And they're like, we're writing our NAVLE in like a week or whatever. And I'm like, guys, it's the NAVLE. You can always rewrite it if you fail. Mm-hmm. And I thought they were going to kill me. Yeah. Like I was going to have, they're like, don't say we're going to fail. I'm like, guys.
Don't put that juju out there.
I know, but I'm like, you get to write it again if you do. And we're all going to fail at something. They are so afraid to fail. Yeah. They're afraid to make mistakes. They're afraid to like disappoint anybody.
Right.
It's this wild.
Well, it's the type of people that are attracted to vet med, honestly.
Yeah, I know. I work with all of you.
Yeah, you know it's better than we do.
Oh, man. Like the amount of emotional weight I carry just because I worry about you all is like...
Well, and you probably get a lot of the like venting and that sort of thing because it's sometimes scary to do it to another coworker because the community is so small.
Oh, very much.
Yeah.
That you're like, but I don't want this to get out, that I'm struggling with whatever. So
I have a crying couch in my office.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
I know.
Yeah,
I
know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll ask our final question.
The final question.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jillian. Take
I'm a little worried about
Okay,
this
so we have a playlist on Spotify.
Yes.
I don't know if you listen, but you should. It's pretty good. So what would be your walk-in song, your win song, and your funeral song?
Techno.
Yeah, so-
pretty much. I love techno. I know it's very strange.
I love it.
But
Are you a dancer? Do you dance?
no, God, no. You don't want to see me dance.
We kind of
Yeah.
do actually, but
Yeah.
we're actually going to do a reel with you after this. But in the notes, when we were reading them,
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, Serge is like all about Tiesto.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much
Do you
so.
listen to his club life?
I do listen to his
Yeah,
podcast.
my husband is obsessed
Oh,
with it.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah,
have you
it's-
gone to the raves with like the headphones on?
So I've been
Or is
to
that just what you do at home?
I've only been to one rave. Funny enough.
Oh, really?
Oh.
I've never
Yeah.
been to one.
What?
And
We're going.
and that's what kind of sold me on it. I don't know what it was, and since then there's been like a small part of me that always craves that kind of music.
Yeah.
But it's good music for me to do work, great music to do exercise, and I don't know, it's
Yeah,
just kind of
got it.
motivating music. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, when I grew up, it was U2, Pink Floyd, Rush, like I even love Sarah McLachlan. Hey, I'll be
Oh,
honest.
I will
Yeah,
remember
there you go.
you. Yeah.
So I do have that side of me, but techno's always my go-to music to get
I'm
moving.
going to send you some techno.
All right.
Like EDM music. Oh,
Yes.
man, it's totally coming back. I know. I love it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Producer Kaylee loves some EDM too.
Awesome.
Leilani listens to like gangster rap and then like
I
death
believe
metal.
that. I don't know why I believe that, but
And what? Oh,
And
and
death metal.
I mean, we're millennials. Like you like
Yeah.
Metallica, don't you?
I do, of course.
Okay, we were on a road trip here,
Yeah.
and Kaylee's like, "What do you want to hear?" I'm like, "Enter Sandman," and she's like, "I've never heard it." I'm like, "You've never heard?"
Oh yeah, no,
Oh, my
I
gosh.
have. I sang it.
Yeah.
Kaylee was like, I've never heard
Yeah,
this
yeah.
song.
And we were like, "No. Once it plays, you'll get it."
Oh,
and
yeah,
then she's
totally.
just like,
Yeah.
But you wanted
My
to do
Gen Z
you,
is showing. Sorry.
"You're just showing." I was
But-
like, "How have you not heard Enter
but
Sandman?"
you wanted to do that song.
Ooh.
Yeah, see? I don't know what that is. I mean, I know what it is, but is that death metal? I don't even know.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez, that's hilarious.
Oh gosh.
All right.
Anyway.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Oh,
we love
Thank you
you.
so much.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Very much
For
appreciate
being
being
guest
Well
number
worth the
one.
wait.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
much so. I agree. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. And where can people get a hold of you if they want to check out the Calgary Veterinary POCUS Academy?
Honestly, the easiest thing is to Google Calgary POCUS Academy,
Okay.
POCUS Training Academy. But even if they write Calgary POCUS, I'm sure we'll come up pretty
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. and
Sorry, I
it's-
said that wrong.
Oh,
It's okay, Leilani's going to help them with
That's
some
okay.
random marketing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Totally.
Focus,
Sorry.
focus.
Red one. And I mean, my email is public. I mean, you go to the University of Calgary's website, and there I am. So yeah, always happy to take questions.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again so much for being on the show.
Oh, well,
Thank
thank you so much.
you.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.